And obviously the way the second half went, a complete feeling of togetherness, almost like this green machine is really starting to click into top gear. I mean, we mentioned last night that could all come crashing back down if something happened to Daizen Maeda, who's crucial to the way this forward line's working right now. And, you know, it occupies defenders and allows these wide guys to work their magic. And boy, they're only half working their magic. That's 18 goals now for Daizen Maeda, 17 for Nicholas Kuhn. Top of that, you got Jota coming in with his bag of tricks last night. I think that was another thing, actually, that sort of deflected from the mild discontent over the lack of a new striker. The fact Jota was making his homecoming and right through the off was just pulling out all his bag of tricks, you know, step overs, track backs. He did one thing that I don't even know how to describe. I've not got the words for it. It was a sort of turn back heel, corkscrewed Josh Mulligan, I think it was, into the ground, all in one quick movement. I wouldn't even know how to describe it, but it was incredible. Came up with a couple of assists as well, and you know, it was just a really good night for Celtic, as much as a bad night it was for Dundee.
Got to say, Fraser, there are certain moments when Celtic click that they're pretty much irresistible. I thought the fourth goal is probably as good a goal as I've seen all season.
Yeah. I just thought it was sensational. Well,
it's not just that. I mean, it starts away back, almost Jota in the left back position. And Celtic pass it out from the back. I think there must have been maybe 7 or 8 passes before Engels plays the ball through for Maeda, who, you know, Maeda is a guy that I'm going to come back to this. A year ago, that's probably landing in the North Curve. And last night, it just chips it, just the delicate little ding. I think his kind of final touches and his numbers, his stats, everything about him in that final third, I think has come on leaps and bounds. And I have to attribute that to Brendan Rodgers. We've seen it previously, Fraser, that he makes players better. And I think Maeda has been a real beneficiary of that.
I wanted to throw in there, guys, that Daizen Larson was trending on X last night amongst Celtic fans in Glasgow. And I throw this at both of you. I know Ida has been brilliant the last few weeks.
Can we talk about that fourth goal? Is anybody going to tell me that they've seen a better one?
It was stunning. Do you know what? The third goal was good. The way Jota produced a couple of step overs and then that beautiful clipped cross in. And he said after the game, because he's played with Maeda before, obviously, he knows the runs that Maeda makes. He knew exactly where to put it. I thought that was good. Was it 5 minutes later? As you said, without doubt, the goal of the game. Jota wins it, performs some more fancy footwork in the left-hand corner. I think he feeds it to Callum McGregor, Rio Hatate, onto Engels, and the pass was sublime. Perfectly weighted for Maeda to run onto, but the first-time finish was just a touch of class. A guy that really is playing at the top of his confidence. As much as you say Brendan Rodgers has improved him, and he has, it was also the sign of a guy that just has utter belief in what he's doing right now, Daizen Maeda.
Do you know that goal? That goal gave me a flashback to a goal that Celtic scored in Europe. I think it was Champions League. And because Jota found himself starting to move from a very similar position, do you remember he's hit a pass? It's like a 50 yards diagonal over the top, and I think Kyogo goes on. It was that was an incredible moment.
Ferencváros, I think.
So that reminded me of that last night. And so if Celtic are finding that sort of form at this point in the season, well, I think it's ominous for everybody. Everybody except Bayern Munich, probably.
Yeah. Well, see on the Bayern game, I know he's been brilliant recently. I think Brendan Rodgers might be tempted to go with Maeda through the middle. Maeda, Jota on the left if he's fully fit, Kuhn on the right.
He's not really got a lot of other options, has he? Well, he has got other options, but I think that's a pretty obvious one. So I agree with you. I mean, what else can you do? Throw in Kenny or a Cummings at centre forward and stick with Maeda and Kuhn. Jota and Kuhn through the middle. Sorry, what did you suggest there? Sorry.
Taking Ida out and put Maeda through the middle.
Maeda suspended for the first leg.
Suspended, we need to start that again. Aye.
Thank God this is Well, just generally though, do you think that could be something that for big games Rodgers could be tempted by?
That's the option that he's got. It's either Ida or Maeda through the middle, and it's not a bad choice to have. So as much as Celtic will feel they're a little bit lighter for the second half of the campaign following the transfer window. It's still not bad because I think either two of them, you could happily play them through the middle as a central striker, and they're going to give defenders different sort of headaches, but big ones.